Okay, so I am going to do a quick introduction to the crate training video. I'm going to use my dog puppy. He's right on the verge, Atlas. He is about to turn 2 years old. I will give you a heads up. He is a tiny bit on the thin side. I just got him rather recently. We're having some issues with him selectively eating. He's very, very picky with his food. So this is Atlas. Don't mind my little bit of a mess. I'm in a little one-bedroom apartment with him. Here, Atlas, come. Jinx, be nice. Atlas, come. So this is Atlas. Sit. Yes. He's a boxer mastiff cross, we think. We know he's boxer. Half boxer. We know his mom's boxer. We were told dad is mastiff, but I think it might be something else. I think maybe shepherd. Against the point. So biggest thing I start with, this is for if I remember correctly, an 8-week-old puppy. Jinx, be nice. My cat's a bit of a bully. She might interfere. She's fine. Atlas, come. 8-week-old puppy, the first thing that you're going to want to teach is that treats are an important thing, and treats are yummy. I do the dry liver treats. They're the only things he really likes. You can do this, you can do cheese, you can do hot dogs, anything. With a puppy, you'll probably, yes, sit. Good boy. You'll probably be pretty lucky that a puppy won't be super selective. He is very selective. He's just insanely picky. That's just his problem. He actually likes the streets. That's why he's wiggling around. Okay, come. Come. Sit. So puppy, you won't be doing any commands. You'll just be giving treats and going, yes, good. Oh. Jinx is like, no, that's fine. Here. Yes. So while you're giving the treats, if you're using a clicker, when you give the treat, when the treat goes in the mouth, we would click. If we're not using a clicker, we would use a marker word like yes or good or what have you. He knows both. Sit. Yes. Treat. Yes. Yum. I kind of work it up. Once in a blue moon, I'll kind of act like I'm eating it and get really excited. But I'm like, that tastes really good. You can see his excitement in his face. Once the puppy starts to realize, ooh, I have fancy things that, tasty things that we could like, from there, what I'll do is I'll just start kind of luring the puppy. Come here, Jinx, you need to move. I know you're trying to help, but you're not helping. Come. Come. Lure the puppy kind of to the cage. Jinx likes these treats too, so no, go away. She's helping so much. So we kind of lure the puppy to the cage. Come. Come. Yes. And each step, so we're actually working on crate training with Atlas right now. I have a huge crate for him, but he is a fairly big dog. I prefer crates a little bit too big than a little too small. And the wire crates help a little more. He's nibbling it. Come here, step. Step forward. Come on, yes. I need to get Jinx out of there. She's not helping. Come here, miss. There we go. So when we get he's just going to go for it. When we get to the point that we're at the front here, each step might be a little bit of a problem. But then we kind of put our head in. So we are a little bit in. Yes. And then I'm going to put some on the ground. Yes. He's done this a bunch of times. It might take a little bit for him to want to, he's actually stepping in it, for puppy to want to step in. Be patient. Be patient. Then we're going to do it again. Yes. Good boy. And from here, gotta come around to the other side. Jinx is just not helping. Good boy. From here, once this gets fluid, again, we've already worked on all these things with him. So it might take a lot longer for puppy, but that's okay. Be patient, take your time. Might take 5 minutes, might take 3 hours, might take 3 days, who knows. So from here, he's starting to come in on his own. So we're going to take treats, and we're going to lure him right in through the cage. Yes. Drop them in, whatever he's comfortable with. Good boy. And he may run back out. He's decided he's comfortable with staying in. He's to the point where if the door is open, everything is fine. At this point, I generally take, when they're actually comfortably going in and out, they're kind of choosing to go in and lay down, that's where I decide either when they're in there laying down taking a nap, I don't necessarily close the door fully. I don't like the idea of trap and let them scream it out. But I'll just kind of watch him and close the door a little bit. He doesn't care, so we'll just Pose and hold and stand here for a second. He's still eating. Good boy. Open the cage and see what he does. He's okay with staying in there. I'll give him a, move my clicker out of the way. Give him a handful of treats in there so he can kind of graze on them. And do it again. But then from here, again, this might take a slow process. This is kind of everything fast forwarded. I'm going to lock it. Take a couple steps back. This is actually the calmest he's been with so much distance. This is a huge step for him. Yes. So he's getting a little bit worried. So I'm just going to come back, tell him he's okay, and then open it when he's not paying attention. So I waited for him to look away from the door before I opened it, and he's going to go back in for the rest of those treats. Tiny bits at a time. Really take your time. Again, it could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 days. You're not on a huge timeline. I know you were saying that you are going to be starting, like that you do have work schedule. I would definitely discuss either bringing puppy to work with you so you can get them outside every 2 hours, because potty training is going to be a really big one right off the bat, or see if you have somebody that you can trust, good boy Atlas, to stay with puppy so potty training can stay consistent. If said person that's able to stay with puppy is good enough with dogs, they could also work on crate training while you're at work, because it's the exact same thing. It doesn't matter who's doing it, just the repetition of doing it over and over and over again until they're comfortable. My next step for him is when he gets a little bit more comfortable with the door closed. I also give a cue in. I forgot to mention that. In. Yes. Yes. Good boy. I'm almost out of treats for you, buddy. When he gets more comfortable with door closed, I will start making really high value meals. I would actually go out of my way. With a puppy, you have to be a little more careful, you know, just do like little amounts, a little bit of his food with like a little bit of plain Greek yogurt or a little bit of kefir, maybe a little bit of pumpkin puree, like pure pumpkin puree, something that's really high value to feed in the cage. The cage is going to be the happiest place this puppy can be, other than outside playing. And at some point, let's see if he'll do it. I don't know. Atlas, in. Our goal, stay, is to get him down. Yes! To settle down nicely in his cage. Stay. Just like that. You're such a good boy. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to message me. If you need a video call or something like that, I don't mind helping. I will emphasize I am not a certified trainer. I am a personal service animal trainer. All of my service animals I have trained for myself. He is one of them. I have trained cats. I have trained horses. So I don't mind helping. Feel free to reach out. Hope this helps.